So in this tutorial, you're literally going to learn how to do a crew cut with a box or fringe, some very similar haircut to mine, just not as short with a fringe. You're going to learn my whole process from top to bottom, and we're even going to cover the beard for you in this one as well, okay? Simple process means simple haircuts look better. Peace. So we're going to start with our baseline, okay? We're going to literally create a horseshoe section through here, to the recession, and then we're literally going to cut in segments. We're going to come around like this, bring it around, and cut it slightly on the angle, just like that, okay? So we're going to start by putting our baseline section in, from growth pattern. Which is there. Another way. So then it looks like that. Nice, clean section. And my first cut is going to be, I'm going to sweep it around because it's going to have a forward moving haircut. I'll sweep it around. I'm going to take my section from the crown to the side, and I'm going to angle my fingers away from the head. So it's going to have a nice square layer. Not over directing it, pulling it straight from the line, like so. Knuckles are tight to the head. Sorry, spinning. Knuckles are tight to the head. Like so. Keeping my fingers there, put my comb back in, moving my fingers more forward. Okay, there. So you guide, you need this to come off. Repeating this process, right the way forward, not over directing it, making sure that they're there, and you connect it to the one before. Okay? Every single time. Another 2 centimeters or an inch section. Again, not over directing it. Make sure you connect it to the one underneath, or the previous cut. And there you have it. Tilt your head this way. There you have it. You got your guide underneath, as you can clearly see there, and you connect the dots. And then that's your blend and your shape done. It's that easy. Now, because I started from here, going across, and I come the opposite side and do exactly the same thing. So section from behind, and I'm going to pull from in front, like so. But this time, my knuckles are pointing into the head. So my actual knuckles are moving away from the head, and my fingertips are going into the head. Same again, exactly the same as the other side. Fingertips are tight to the head, like so. And then connecting the front part like this. And blend and everything is done for you, just like so. Connecting the back, we're going to use your guide from here, create another section, like so, pull that one across, and now we're going to come vertically, okay? But as you can see, look at the shape of my fingers. My knuckles are tight in the head, fingers, tips are pointing away, I'm pulling back to myself, okay? And you got your guides from there. You got your guides from the top. You know, that's how much you need to take off. Your knuckles need to be tight there. Connect the next section into that one, but not over directing it. Why my knuckles are tight to the head? It's simple. Like, simple. It's because if they're not tight to the head, when I put my 2.5 there, it's going to create another lip. Now, we're going to take a smaller section, from each side, and we're going to elevate. So this one is going to be, so we're going to elevate, so we're going to make it a little bit softer. So if we wanted it tight, if we wanted it heavy, we would pull down to the previous cut, okay? Sorry. But if we wanted it tight or heavy, then we would pull it tight to the next line, okay? Because we want it a little bit softer, we elevate. So we're going to go to the ceiling. And I'm really angling out towards the front, because I want to leave the front fringe until last. So it's hardly cutting anything, just like so. There's this here, is a part of the fringe. Like that. Bada bing, bada boom. Same on this side. Make a section, pull down. Same again, I'm going to elevate, so I'm going to the ceiling. I'm going to start pulling away from the head to make sure that there's more length in the fringe. And now we're going to concentrate on the fringe. So that's your whole. That's your whole blend done. Your whole blend is already done for you, okay? So now we're going to be concentrating on the fringe. We're going to have a really short box off, not as short as mine, but it is going to be short, okay? So now we're going to take our section from behind the recession, straight through, push down. I will come back through after this with clippers just to make it a little bit more sharper. But we're going to terminal length here. It's going to come through with the fade. So the blend of the fade is going to be here, right? So it's going to come through. Another section. So literally layering it. We are creating layers, we're creating weight with layers. With easy, simple sections. Maintaining all of the length and adding weight. Sorry, I said that wrong. Removing length, but maintaining all of the weight. Same on the other side. So we're going to come all to the side, like so. Pull them down. Straight through with the fade, with the blend. Again, repeating this process the whole way. So now that the fringe is done, we're literally going to put your centre profile line in, which is I go either side of the nose, or there or thereabouts. And with this one, because I've already cut the length of the fringe, I'm going to see where I've cut, which is obviously that's the last place I've cut. I'm going to take my section from there. I'm going to cut still on an angle, slightly, to maintain weight, and then I'm going to come up and cut square. And now when I match it to the other side, when I section it, more. I'm going to be coming from the centre of the head. If you want to keep the weight in the fringe, so the section is going to be coming from the centre of the head. You're going to be picking up, and you're going to be pulling forward. Put up, pick up, pull forward. There you have it. There's your guide. There's your guide. Pull back. Slightly pull forward. So you pull back to get the next section, and you pull forward as you grip the hair. Pull back, pull forward. Maintain all of the length and the weight in the fringe. Removed some length from the top. A feather, a little bit through here. And then repeat that on the other side. Again, pulling back and pulling forward. Guideline, guideline. going back and cross checking. So I pulled a section from here to here, from the growth pattern to, let's say, just behind the ear, like so. This is just to remove the corners, right? As you pull back, you should have, if you haven't got one of them, don't worry. It means you've just cut it a little bit differently. Corner removed. Same again, on the side. Yeah. There we are. Got that little point again. We're not growing his hair out, so these will be removed. Now I'm going to add some texture. My straight razor. You can use a feather razor if you like, whichever one you prefer. So I'm not going to be using the straight razor here, adding texture through this part, but I will remove some more weight through the centre. Very, very lightly, I'm just scraping across there. Okay, right, now moving on to the sides. As you can see, there's a slight line here. This is where your clipper guard goes straight up and through. So I'm 2.5 or 2 open. Nice and flat to the head. Up and off. Closed. Same on the other side. Now we're going to drop down to the 1.5 guard. Closed. So anything that looks like it needs work above the 2.5 is scissor work. So just going straight under the number 2, the 1.5 guard, just kissing number 2. We'll create a seamless fade later on. Same process, repeat this all the way around. Again, just kissing the number 2, not taking it any higher, just literally kissing the number 2. Straight down onto my 0 line. I'm going to put it to the C cup, to the top of the C cup, angle it slightly down. Same again on the other side. So what I've done is I've done the 0 line right around to the back to where I could see, and then I've dropped it down. Why? Because then now I've got a guideline here in the corner of my eye, knowing that I'm going to come from here directly to there. Even though it doesn't look like, well, it's not straight for a reason, but I need to be able to see here and then match into here, via here. Now moving on to the detailers or trimmer. First of all, I'm going to set my guideline or my baseline in for the beard, which is going to be literally the bottom of the lobe, bottom of the ear. There. So I'm going to put this in. Come up. Just under the 0, just again kissing the 0. Repeat this right way around, making sure that everything's nice and clean. With each guard, with every single guard you use, you always make sure it's clean before you move on. It just saves you work moving forward, and then you're not stuck removing all the dark patches and so on and so forth. So the trimmers are what you use just before you use the foilers. As you can see, about the pressure and the movement of the skin, I'm tight here, I'm pressurising here. As I get to the top, I'm releasing. It creates less of a line. And underneath, I do circular motions at the bottom, with quite a bit of pressure, and then as I get to the top, I just flick out, very, very lightly. I missed some hairs. Oh, there's here. Same the other side. Now I've done it right around, I'm going to use the detailer, the trimmers I just used, which are the gold ones, which are shorter than the Zero, but longer than the trimmer I used originally. Well, that's just going to make sure that this line is nice and crisp. Sorry, that there is no lines in this, so it's nice and crisp all the way through. To the Zero line, is what I meant. We've done a 2.5, 1.5 guard, and then skinned it underneath. Used my other detailers, so I've used two sets of detailers, or trimmers. One to remove the bulk and to make sure the line transition from the foiler to the detailer is nice, and then another trimmer that is just cleared from the trimmer to the Zero. So as you can see, there's no lines there at all. Now back into the clippers. 0.5 or bare blade open. I'm going to put my guideline right away around. But I'm going to leave the 0 line. I'm going to leave a little bit of a gap towards the shape up as well. As you can see, as I'll show you now, that's for the shape up moving forward at the end. Making sure that everything is nice and clean as I use it, okay? So each guard is nice and clean. About a finger's depth, leaving that 0 line. So that's going to be a next guide, this is going to be a guide for the end. You can see it there. Over there, I'll take it right round. Just simply following it right the way round. Just like so. Now we're going to go in with a 1 guard, open. Just going in to the 1.5 guard. So this is a 1.5, but it's a 1 guard open. So it's completely different to a 1 guard open, closed. Up and through, but very, very lightly. So as I'm going through, so this is the head. I go like this, flat on the bottom, and as I come to the top, I'm lifting off. So it's very, very lightly, okay? All the way to the front. Right through the shape up as well. Fully closed. Back open. Just to go back over it to make sure there's no dark patches or anything there. Fully closed again, just to go back under what you just done. Now we're going to move on to the 0.5 guard. Open, and I'm going to work all the way down the clicks. Half closed. Fully closed, and we're just getting rid of that 0.5 line. Back to Beyblade. I'm going to be using my fade brush now as well. Open. So go back through what you've already done. Half closed. One more click closed. So each time I'm clicking it closed, I'm not going higher, I'm going lower, so I'm descending. Fully closed, and this knocks that 0 line off. refine the rest with scissors. It's more important for you to get the fade done and get the zero line to the 1.5 guard clean straight off the bat and then refine later because it's quicker. Same again this side, one open. Half closed. Fully closed. Point five guard, open and closed. Half closed. Fully closed. I could just speed this up, couldn't I? This one side. On the video. Yeah, so on top. Yeah, now I'm just going to match the back into the sides. Same principle as the sides, one open. Closed. All the cards done, down the baby. you're working that zero line through, making sure it's nice and clean, making sure it's nice and crisp. Just going back through very, very lightly with the upper blade, just go into this dark patch. And now back to scissor over comb. And this is just to get rid of the dark patch. So now, as I said, scissor over comb, just going to remove all of that darkness from there and soften the transition from sides to the top. Comb in, tight, pressure, no pressure, seamless fade. Now repeating this right the way around to get rid of all of the dark patches and just make it look complete.